Come here. Welcome to the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, live every Sunday on Leicester Fan TV. Come on, you Foxes.
Good morning, Foxes. How the devil are you today? I'm not even going to ask how your weekend's been because it started on Friday. Thank you very much, Daniel Farker. Auf Wiedersehen. You know what day it is. It's Sunday. It's 10 a.m. So it's time for the Famous Foxes Aftermath Show, run by us fans, stroke supporters, for you fans, stroke supporters out there. And you know what? Your opinion really matters, especially as we're back in the Premier League, baby. We're back in the Premier League. Get them comments in. Let's get going. It's kick-off time. Come on, you Foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content, like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live. Thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Follow Blinds, Pocker Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Distillers Direct, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Foxes Arms and Rainbows. We are live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Morning, Earl. I'm just reading that comment by LCFC number 4. Hello, Jamie. Haven't come on in a long while due to work, but it's amazing seeing how our luck and performances have been incredible. Just one more win required. Luck and performances. We're not going into luck and performances today. We're up, lads. We're up. Lads and lasses, we are up. Morning, Wayne. Carlos, still buzzing. Yes, I'm still buzzing. Even after Ipswich only drawing last night, that helped. Tomorrow night could be a title winning. Put 3 points. That's what we need. 3 more points for a title winning. I've got some lads on at the minute, Jamie and Tom. Tom's in his car somewhere, not driving, just in his car. I think he's out at a supermarket waiting for his missus to do the shopping. Let's bring Reedy in. Morning, Reedy. How are you? Are you good, pal?
I am good. How are you?
Let's bring Tom in. Morning, Tom. How are you, pal?
Good, mate, yeah.
So are you waiting for your missus or you've just been removed out the house to the car?
I've gone to go and do the shopping and I thought I'd do a quick show with you boys this morning and then I'll do my shopping. I don't do shopping, mate. You should spend a fortune. I'm not daft enough to do that.
Like Luke says, win Monday and we're champions. Champions, really, it'll be the 8th time that we've won Division 2, Championship, League 1, whatever you want to call it, and that'll be the record. We beat Man City. We were level with Man City with 7. That'll be the 8th time we've won the league if we win on Monday night. What are you thinking, Reedy? Are we going to do it?
Of course we are, mate. Like I say, beforehand, when we beat both Norwich and Birmingham, I thought there was no way we were going to lose again because of how much momentum we had. Obviously, that did not happen. But it feels different now. Obviously, the last 2 wins we've had, there was a different mentality there. There was a different system in place. Obviously, we still played the same formation, but...
Reedy, would you say it was a plan B?
I wouldn't say it was a plan B because we still played in the same formation. I think he just changed certain positions up. Like he added someone like Chardry in that centre-back role against West Brom, and it worked perfectly, as you saw. And then against the Southampton, we barely had any possession, but we still played the same system. We still changed it in certain ways to make it impossible for Southampton to even have a shot on target. So it looks like we're finally evolving this style to a new way of playing. And as the last 2 games show, people have said it was probably the hardest 2 games out of the running, and we've beaten both. So for us, it's brilliant. And like I say, now we're actually relied on other teams to help us, and they've done it for us. Now we just need to do our own job tomorrow night, and hopefully we can get the win.
It's like Graham B said, plan A with a twist. It's like plan A-ish, isn't it, Tom, to be honest? Oh, Tom's frozen.
Played against West Brom and how we played against I think the difference was Southampton really didn't turn up, in my view. Southampton were just poor. You know,
They
let's
were,
not get
weren't
wrong. They were really poor. But I also give great credit to Leicester for being so dominant without the ball. You know, well, let's not get wrong. We had 33 percentage. At least we've had play all season and won a game of football without having the. When we did go and win the ball, we pressed hard, we pressed fast. And Southampton, same as they did at St Mary's, we pressed them high and fast. They couldn't cope with it. They didn't know how to play out through that high press because it was so reluctant. The West Brom game is a completely different story. We tried something new. We tried to be our usual selves, and we got lucky. Let's not be lucky against West Brom because West Brom should have scored 5-6 goals that day.
Yeah.
But it was about time we had some luck. How many games we sat there this season going, where's our luck? Why is the ball not going, but not going in? We've said it enough games where we should have won games and we haven't won because the ball's not gone in the net. So it was nice to see someone else having that look on that game. Performance-wise, like you say, Chowdhury, tenacious against West Brom, probably got us promoted with that performance and those goal line saves. But then it's nice to know we can go to Monday. The promotion is done. There's no pressure on that. It worries me going Monday, Jamie, because last time we got promoted, we played Brighton at home after the lads had had a few beers that weekend, and Bernardo scored a hat-trick that day, if I remember rightly, for Brighton. And the party, what should have been a party, turned into a bit of a damp squid. I don't think Enzo will let it get like that, if I'm honest. I think Nigel let the boys have their hair down. I think, yes, we saw the boys having a few beers yesterday morning, and I bet it was a beer in the canteen to all together. But from the looks after that, they were back on the training. They were back in having some fun games.
The thing is, though, Tom, that last time we got promoted 10 years ago, we played Friday night, and then Bournemouth beat QPR, and then we played Brighton Tuesday. So we've had a bit of a long, so it's not quite the same, but I understand where you're coming from. I understand it.
I don't think Enzo will let the boys slack on this now. I think Enzo is very determined that we go and win the title. And look, we got the bit of luck again last night with Hull equalising in the 87th minute, 88th minute. Cracking game of football that was, boys, by the way. Cracking game of football. And the results are gone away again now, But, hey, we go Monday, we go and have a party. I think we need to make it an atmosphere to remember on Monday night. 5,500 Blue Army fans there. Let's make it an atmosphere. Let's show the players how much we appreciate what they've done this season.
Yeah, Tom Terry remembers that game very well. He lived in Brighton, and he had 2 Brighton fans in the car as he drove home. I'll have to speak to your brother about that, Terry, to find out what happened in that conversation. My mate Darren was a Hull fan who I messaged last night, and I said, please beat him. But he got a draw just because Hull needed it to keep their playoff hopes. Yeah. So well done, Darren. Hope you enjoyed the game. Cheers for the late equaliser. Much appreciated. It means now we can get 3 points tomorrow night and hopefully get the title, the 8th title of our career. Just going to go back to Friday night. I've got a message from Jono, who wants to thank everyone that's watched the watch-along. We had the biggest figures we've ever had for a watch-along. Him and Chris, and then I joined in. Reedy was scared to join in for some reason. I don't know why Reedy was scared to join in. But him and Chris, and Jono and Chris did actually a fantastic job with that watch-along. Everyone that joined in, and Jono just like to say thank you to everyone that joined. I think it was nearly 2,000 we had watching at one point through the watch-along, which is a huge number. Tom, even you and Locks didn't get that, did you?
Oh, mate, not during lockdown, mate. It just shows you how much focus there was on that game and how much focus on Leicester City because of obviously what had gone off recently with our bad results and where we're going to stutter over the line. And, well, there's only one team that started stuttering, and that's Leeds United now, aren't they? So, let them enjoy the Championship for another few years because I still say now, if Hull City get in the playoffs, Hull City win it unbeaten in the 6 games now, that is for them. They're the team to be watching. Norwich stuttering, Southampton stuttering, West Brom losing 3-0 at Wednesday. I'd still put my money on Hull City if they can get the win next weekend and the results go their way.
You normally find, Reed, don't you, the team that finishes in 6th has the better chance because the team that finishes in 3rd thinks, oh, bloody hell, we've missed out on promotion, we've got to go through the playoffs. But the team in 6th has normally just sneaked in on a decent run. We did it once when Martin O'Neill was here, when Muzzies scored the goal against Watford. It's the confidence you get from the momentum, and the 6th team normally does get it.
Didn't Forest, when they came up, finish 6th?
Stop swearing.
I just remember because they were like 20th at one point, weren't they? And they got all the way to the playoff spots, and then they won the playoffs, didn't they? So it just shows you that the team in sixth does have the momentum and has the desire to try and beat everyone in that playoff spot. But
that worked well for Leeds, didn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. Even Leicester tweeted it when we got promoted. It was brilliant.
They did it.
What did Joe say? The title's done now, didn't he, a few weeks ago?
I must get in touch with Joe because I said to him, "Oh, with the Southampton game, that's going to be really important." He went, "Nah, it'll be done by then." Now they need to get points from that, don't they? They need to get points.
They need to win that to even have a chance.
If Ipswich beat Cov on Tuesday, and then they only need a point at home to Huddersfield on the final day, that'll be enough for them.
Leeds falling apart again. I've got to say one thing. Make sure you all wear blue tomorrow night. A wall of blue. Let's get the players running out, like Tom says, 5,500. I think they actually gave me some more tickets, Tom. I think there's nearly 6,000 now. I think there was another couple of hundred tickets given. So I think it's nearer 6 than it is 5,500. I know there's not a lot of difference, but want to make a nice wall of blue for the players. Get all the blue paper. Do you remember, Tom? You won't remember this, reader. You remember when you used to get the sporting blue on a Saturday morning and rip it all up and use it as ticket tape? That would be absolutely fantastic.
Didn't we have that idea a few weeks ago?
Yes, we did mention it. I think someone's pinched it off us, but there's no sour grapes on here, isn't there? But anyway, it will be a Kaiser Chiefs are on with Kasabian. That'd be a decent one, won't it? I wonder if Kasabian would start singing "I Predict a Riot." That'd be good, wouldn't it? Tomorrow night, you two are both going. I'm stuck in Spain because I'm working. I'd have loved to have been there. Team changes. I can't see there being many team changes, Reedy. Can you?
It's hard because the last two games you'd probably say they all deserve it. Obviously, for me, I was a bit unfortunate that Chowdhury came out the squad, but then you'd say that Ricardo is obviously just a lot better quality, so maybe not. I think that the team will say for itself after the last two games. They deserve to play, and I couldn't see any changes really, other than maybe if anyone is injured, but from what I've heard, there's no one injured, so yeah, it should be
when a team's doing really well, really, everyone wants to play no matter what. Ain't that right, Tom? If you're doing badly, you don't really want to play, but when you're playing well, you want to be in that team and make yourself available.
Yeah, I think in any division, in any league, if you're winning football matches, you want to be part of it. And when things aren't going well, if you're one of those guys who want to get involved, you're open, you're on the treatment table, so you can't get blamed when things go completely wrong at the end. I wouldn't make changes to the team. I think played against Southampton starts. I'd like to see Tommy Cannon get some minutes against his former club because I think when you play against your former club, you normally score.
There's no Rory now, is there? So you might, if you want to make changes, you should be able to.
Well, I think you've seen from now where the stance of the club is with Nacho. I think he will definitely gone in the summer. I don't think he's not played any minutes in the last 4 or 5 games. I think Bristol City was his last game. 10, 20 minutes at the end. I think I think that says to me that Nacho will be gone in the summer and the club won't be renewing his contract. I don't see that as an issue anyway. I don't think he's good enough in the Premier League when we were up last time. But yeah, I think.
He's frozen again. Reedy, we've got.
He looks worried in that photo.
Yeah. He doesn't look happy. We'll just remove him. Oh, he's back.
I don't know what happened there.
You're frozen. Was it Reedy phoning you again to try and like he does normally when you're on?
Probably putting me off.
You're talking about Nacho and not getting many minutes, and he'll probably be gone.
Yeah, I think he'll be gone in the summer. I think that from Enzo's point of view, I don't think he no reason. You know what I mean? I just don't think he rates him enough to put him in the squad. You know, if he's picking Daka and Cannon in front of him every week, I don't see why the club would track next year.
There was at the start of the season though, when we saw Enzo come in and we saw the system, we were all like, Kelechi Iheanacho is probably the best striker for this formation. Like, he can hold the ball up, he can do everything he can in that role, but after time, it just looks like he's probably the worst one for it, I guess. So.
But, I know. This is the cost of your missus' shopping is, Bill. But the big problem is what's going to happen at the end of the season with Jamie Vardy.
He's going to sign a new contract, mate. He's going to sign a new contract.
One more
One-year
year.
contract.
One more year.
Well, what happens, though? What happens? This is what no one knows. I think we're guaranteed to get points deduction, but we've got this transfer embargo. Does that stop as soon as
I think that's cancelled. Yeah, I think from now, I'm like,
No,
I think
30th
because
of June.
we've been promoted, we're not in the league anymore, basically. So
Nope.
that embargo's been wiped clear of us.
No.
What?
The embargo still stay at the football club.
Oh no,
until
but
the
no,
end
I
of the
know, but
season. Oh yeah,
yeah.
but then there's nothing stopping the Premier League doing it. But the Premier League have never put a transfer embargo on any Premiership club. It's always been points deductions or fines. I don't see them trying to make a thing now because that would just go down completely wrong way with Leicester City and probably give them another reason to sue them because they'll be like, we haven't done it with anyone else. As of the 30th of June, yes, obviously that transfer embargo is lifted, but that's still 6 weeks after the transfer window. I really hope the likes of Fatou, he's already committed to the club, is quite happy to hang around so we can get the deals done.
So just to ask, on the 30th of June, isn't that like nearly when the transfer window ends?
No, that's when it opens.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
I think all contracts finish on the 30th of June.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
But then, if we were still in the EFL, but we're not, you'd have to get special dispensation to re-sign, because you can't even re-sign players on new contracts, can you, Tom? At the minute.
There's nothing stopping the club negotiating with the players they want to keep, though, mate. There's nothing stopping them getting all these contracts ready, and there you go, signed, sealed, delivered. We just can't register those players until after the 30th of June. So there's nothing stopping the club having everything ready, and on the 1st of July going, Jamie Vardy, Yannick Vestergaard, Wilfred Ndidi, you name it, have re-signed new contracts in Leicester City Football Club. There's nothing stopping them getting them contracts, deals and done.
So I saw this yesterday as well. Chris Jansen, we won't ever see Chris Jansen in a Leicester shirt again, and it looks like he's going to stay at Bologna for 12.5 million, even 10 million for him. And it's just off the books.
That's good money for him.
Money in the bank. I mean, I think we paid 15 million for. Was it euros or pounds? I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Yeah, 15 million euros, so about 12.5 mil. So we've got the money back we spent on him. It's a shame. I like him. I like his passion. I think there's a good player in there, but he wouldn't fit the formation we play. He doesn't suit it at all. He can't play that, inverted fullback on the left-hand side, let alone we do it on the right. So, look, good luck to him. He's a young man, got a lot of potential. Probably could bite us on the arse one day. We all said that. We saw it with Cameron when we let him go really quickly. So, look, good player. There's other players that will be outgoing this summer. He'll go back to the Championship somewhere because he's a good player. He proves
Who was that, Tom? Sorry. Who was that?
Harry Suter. I think he'll be gone in the summer as well.
Yeah, he'll go to a Championship. He might go back to Stoke. You never know.
I mean, Soumare, it doesn't look like he's going to stay at Seville. I don't think
I'd keep him. Honestly, I would keep him. I think he would be a great backup to someone like Winks, for me anyway.
The problem is, though, it's all about the old dollar now, though, isn't it? That's the thing.
I don't know. People slated him for how bad his performances were, but in the system we were playing with Rodgers, he just didn't work for him. And maybe in this new system with a bit more possession, a bit more space in that midfield, like Winks has, I think maybe you could fit perfectly in there if Winks does get injured.
Ian said he lives in Stoke, and the local Stoke player says he wants to move.
I forgot he was at Stoke.
He'll be gone, mate, in the summer.
Unfortunately, he's just not a good ball player with it, is he? That's the problem.
I forgot he was
an old standard keeper. That's what you got to look at now. The keeper have to be able to play out from the back. I think Everson and Ward will be off the books as quick as they can get in, and then Ward needs to go. But I then hope they look to find a goalkeeper, an older goalkeeper like Richard Wright was doing, like we did with Smithies. Someone who's a backup goalkeeper who's not going to play.
Scott Carson.
Yeah, he's still there. That's crazy thing. He probably signed another contract there, but
that's what I mean.
That kind of goalkeeper. That's what you need now. We don't need to have 7 goalkeepers on the books, mate. That's the problem you've got. You've still got Brad Young's another young goalkeeper who's, by the sound of it, really impressing in the under 21s.
I mean, you've got Madge, you've got Jacob. There's no harm in having a younger keeper as your third choice backup. He's very rarely going to play. Very doubtful he'll get time. He'll only be on the bench in cup games and stuff like that. You don't.
No,
people's
I think it's that experience around the dressing room, though, mate.
I think Tom's saying I think he wants more of an older keeper in that third choice. To have someone like that.
People, mate. I think in
He
every
could do
club
Willy
they've got that
Calabro.
goalkeeper
He could sign him up again.
come out of retirement.
Do you know
We
what?
did
He was
that
a brilliant keeper. He was.
We did that once. I don't know whether you won't remember him, Reedy. You might just, Tom. Ian Andrews. You remember Ian Andrews, Tom?
I remember Ian
Keeper?
Andrews, yeah. He was a
He
goalkeeper
went-
coach for many years.
Yeah, he went to Southampton and then he came back as a goalkeeper coach and he ended up being a physio. But when he was a goalkeeper coach, they had to re-sign him because we were short and he was actually on the bench, I think 2 or 3 games one year when he was about 40, 41, something like that. So it does happen. So read it. That you never know. It could happen.
Well,
You
people
got on the back
here,
of your shirt, really.
there's a lot of people in these comments saying how Sumari was not good enough and he was rubbish and whatnot. This was under Rodgers in his style. I'm saying in this new style with Enzo Maresca, he could fit really nicely into that midfield. I think Tom would agree with me as well. I don't know if you do, but I think in that spot where Winks is, I think he could do something a bit different.
What do you think he could oust Winks or as a backup?
It depends because obviously we've seen how good Winks is in that role. We've not seen really anyone else take his role up. So maybe if we did trial him there, maybe I don't know.
Here's one for you, lads. Here's one. Sammy Smoddocks from Blackburn.
Oh yes, by far, but
Well,
he's going to be too much.
25 goals, and they are 3rd or 4th from bottom. I'm not sure is that they're struggling for relegation. And if
He's going to take too much to get him out of there.
Well, it's the first Blackburn player to score 30 goals since Alan Shearer, mate. That was the stat the other day, what I was reading. That was really good. It's another lift to Preston.
Phil, I've to work in the morning, pal. But yeah, that's Sammy. If they get relegated, they're going to want to get him off his books because he's going to want to move, and it's not going to be for mega money.
He'll go somewhere. He'll get somewhere, mate, in the summer. There's no ifs or buts about it. Someone will take a chance. Could be us. Who knows, mate? It all depends what we can spend in the summer. You know, it's going to be an interesting summer for transfers for Leicester.
But yeah, if we just don't know what we can do we? That's the thing. We just don't know what will happen. So ifs and buts at the minute. All these transfer rumours and ITKs that keep telling you this and telling you that. We're interested in this. We just don't know, do we? Because we don't know what money we've got, if we can spend money, how we can spend money.
Just imagine if we go up and Leeds don't go up and we take their Somerville off them. That'll be nice to see, wouldn't it? That means they'll be done for then.
Somerville will go West Ham. He'll go to West Ham or Tottenham, somewhere like that, I reckon.
I think I prefer O'Hare from Coventry, to be honest, like Josh says. I prefer O'Hare. I know he's got a little bit of an attitude problem, but I think that's what you need. Something with a bit that can wind players up. A bit like James Madison used to do, wind teams up, didn't he? But he's constantly going down. But he's the one that can break through the lines and decent, and he's like a creative player. A bit like the Jack Grealish kind of player.
I've always said this season, I've always said, Tom, do you know that Carvalho who went to Hull? I've said if we somehow got him when he was linked to us in that Ndidi role, I think we could have been smashed in promotion a few weeks ago. I honestly think he would have been perfect in that role for me.
I think he's a player that you look at in the summer.
I could have sworn Chair from QPR was meant to be in Nick.
Yeah, he's
but he scored goals against Leeds.
A court case is suspended in it, but it's a different system in Belgium to is in the UK. I think the suspension means that you can still do what you want, basically. So he's still got a court case to go to. So I wouldn't put any money towards him until you know what's going to happen.
Really, but there has been a lot of comments about Sumer being a lot of pants as well. So be careful.
Yeah, but that's under a different manager, wasn't it? So
I like Samari. I've always liked Samari. I think there's a good player in there. I like his physical attributes. I think if you give him in the right position and get a manager who can work with him, you can have a hell of a player on your hands there. I think we all judged him after a
He's playing in the Champions League or Europa League, wherever it is now. It can't be that bad.
When Samari came, he played in that in the Community Shield or Charity Shield, as I call it, and he made that run. He made one certain run. He won the ball. He went through a few players and he drove forward. And I thought, what kind of player have we got here? But we haven't really seen much of that from him, have we, Tom?
No, we haven't. He reminds me of the Vieira type player, physical stature, that ability to move and run. Look, I still think there's a player in there. I still don't think we should be writing players off who's playing in the UEFA Conference or Europa League this season for Seville. Can't be a bad player to go and play for Seville and get in their team most weeks. You know what I mean? I just think he needs to be put in a system that suits him. And I think a manager that trusts him as well. I don't think there was a manager under Brendan or Dean Dean Smith gave him a bit more of a game time, but he's someone who trusts him to play. We saw to the back end the goal against Wolves last season. He's got a vision. The move for Cassania's goal was all built through him. You know, he against Leeds United away, he didn't have a poor game there, really, in my view. Again, it's all about trust. And I think a lot of the players last year didn't feel trusted to play how they needed to play. And that's why we ended up where we did.
Yeah.
I think as well, Jamie, just to mention, the fact is, the because of the transfer window, we probably are going to be a bit tighter with money. This is where maybe you have to bring back some of the players that you have to take it to sent on loan, like Sumare. Obviously, I know someone like Suter or someone like Christensen won't come back, but we might have to deal with a few players that we did buy, and maybe see how they do, because we're not going to have all the money in the world to basically rebuild the squad. So for me, someone like Sumare, you might as well keep, because he's not out of contract yet, is he?
No.
So
it's got 2 years left.
You might as well.
Just one thing. I'll come back to that one in a minute, Scott. I just want to put this comment up. It's quite big. Reader, 88 one. I'm not sure how to answer this. Her father, 81 years, has been diagnosed with cancer and wants to get a get well card from the club. How would she go about it? Would she just have to contact the club? Would that be the best thing via email, do you think? Or ring them up?
Help support Jim, what Jim's worked for. Ring up the club and speak to his supporter services. I think so. Give a call. Don Leo, I'm sure that he could sort something out on that. You know, the club do try and out where they can.
Yeah, I think the best way, Lou, who was it? Lulu Clark. I think the best way is to contact the club. Actually, ring them up or email. Probably ring them up would be the best, and they might be able to put you in the right direction. But yeah, sorry to hear about your father-in-law. Was it your father? Yeah, sorry to hear about your dad. But yeah, your best bet would be to get in touch with the club. I think that's the best way to do it. But going back, Scott said, I've been called a few things, but I've never been called a panelist before. Where do we need to strengthen?
Everywhere, mate, if I'm totally honest. Like I say, defenders, obviously, I don't think Callum Doyle will stay, if I'm totally honest. And I think maybe we need to bolster that left centre-back, left-back role, because I don't think JJ's at the full potential there. Whereas I think Callum Doyle fits there a lot better.
Like Donald's just said, Wilf and Dennis Pratt, are both out of contracts. They're both number 8s. They both play in exactly the same position. That's 2 that we're going to miss.
I've just mentioned one that I still think we should go for, like Tom said, Carvalho from Liverpool. I honestly think
it's all about the dollar, though, isn't it? I think it's going to be. Tom,
well, it was quite cheap to go to Hull, so
sell before we buy. I think that's where it's going to be, isn't it, Tom?
We've always been sell before we buy. I said that on Friday after the game. I said we're going to have to sell before we buy. You're going to free a lot of cash up in some ways because obviously players leaving. I think Dennis Pratt will leave. I don't think he'll get off the new contract. I think I'd like to keep Wilf. He worries me because of his injury record over the last couple of years. But we all know what he can do when he is fit and what our win percentage is when we're fit. Definitely somewhere. I think right side, right back, right midfield, we're fine for me. We are going to need probably another winger in there somewhere. And I think a left back position.
One thing, Tom. Andy Meadows has asked a question about Doyle. Man City won't sell Doyle.
It'll be too much.
Good enough to get in their team, because I don't think he's not Man City kind of quality. He's a good player, yeah. He's a good player, but I don't think he's Man City kind of player.
They're not going to let go of someone like that, though, are they? I don't think they will. Like I say, they let go of Cole Palmer, and look what happened. They're not going to let another youngster go like that, for me, anyway.
No. Be interesting to see. You know, Man City are a very interesting club. They do a lot of keeping these young players as long as they can to get top dollar for them. So I could see him getting another loan somewhere next season, try and build his rate up, and then possibly, if they're not, well, there's a chance. I don't think he'll come back to Leicester next year. I don't think
Callum Doyle, what you could have had.
But I don't think Pep will give him the game time. I don't think Leicester can give him the game time next year. You're going to need some experience in this league. You're going to need the likes of Cody getting involved a few more games, because we saw last time we went up, it took us a lot to get the team promoted and stable, and it was in games when we really truly saw we were good enough. So, two centre halves.
No, it says Doyle too slow.
Doyle too slow. There was a comment there a minute ago. Hold on. Yeah, 2 centre backs. We're not going to buy 7 new players, Adam, I'm afraid.
KDH days. KDH will be the big one for us. The big one,
Yeah.
KDH staying at the football club, because he's the one with the value now. He's the player with the biggest value in our football club now. And it all depends how much money they need to be able to buy players.
I mean, I think if we can get like 12.5 million for Christensen, 10 million for Suter, and a couple of other, Everson, 3 or 4 million, there's 30 million straight away. We might not need to sell KDH. And somebody put the comment, I don't know who it was, somebody put the comments about lowering the wage bill off all the players that leave. That's going to help as well.
It's
We might not,
Josh, there you go.
yeah, that's it. We might not need to sell that many to get, because I think the Fatua thing, I think that money, sorry, that one, I think the money's been put aside for that, hopefully.
I'd hope the club had done something sensible with that, and you'd hope there's some, if the club had agreed a deal of £17 million for someone who's 19 with all the potential, what they thought, and then shown how good he was, that it would have saved some money somewhere to do this transfer, you know what I mean, to make sure they can go and do it when as soon as they can register players.
Yeah, Lulu Clark, there's the email address for you if you want to email it, help@leicestercitylcfc.co.uk. Hope that helps for you. Just quickly before we go, you two are both going. Tom, you're driving there. Well, Reedy, you're getting a lift. Tom, you're driving.
I'm not anymore,
He's
apparently.
walking.
Reedy's walking. Oh, he's now after them comments. How long's it for you, Tom, to go to Preston from your neck of the woods?
Probably like an hour.
It's a bit further. It's further south than you now. I've got my brother. So for me, I'll be leaving from work from Stratford. So it's about 2 hours, 45 minutes. So it's not too bad.
Not too bad. But on that, we want to win, don't we? Lads and lasses, put in the comments what you think the score's going to be. And I want to see as many trophy emojis in the comments as possible, please. So what, Tom, come on then. Big decision, scoreline.
I'm going to go for the same scoreline when we won the last title at Bolton away. A grind out 1-0 win. And I'm going to go for Mavididi to score the goal, like Lloyd Dyer. A winger to get the winner.
Really? Well, you don't know where Wrexham is, so you know where Preston is. Have you been Preston? I know Tom has. Have you been Preston before?
Not been to the ground before. No, I've been to Preston before though.
Right, yeah. Mark Watson's gone for 3-0. Matthew Bonds 4-0. Dawn's gone for 3-0. Andy Dowling's 2-1. Jasmine's gone for a 3-0 away win. There's loads. William has gone for 3-1. Dale's gone for 3-1. Mark Gatwood's gone for a tight 1-0 win. We'll come back to that one in. I don't think we will actually. Vardy 4-1. Foxes 4-1. Vardy parked. Yeah. Simon's gone a bit mad there with the trophies. Only says 1 or 2, but Neon's 3. No one's expecting us to lose whatsoever. Alan Mason Fox, who'll be on your. Oh no, he's not on your bus, is he? Because you're being taken a lift. 3-0.
Let's put it this way, Jamie.
You are?
Let me put it this way. I was speaking to the yard manager, who's a QPR fan, on Friday morning. They played Preston last weekend, and he said that is the worst team to come to Leicester Road this season. Even their manager said time to the players, this isn't what you're doing. He slated the players after going, saying it didn't look anything like the team that he set up.
I mean, it shows how the mighty have fallen, because I'm sure when we played Preston at home, they were top of the league. Oh, were they third?
No, they were third when we played them. We were top. They were third.
Right. And we beat them 2-0. 2-0. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. But yeah, Reedy, come on then. What time are you setting off if you've got to walk there now?
About 8 in the morning, probably. Yeah.
8 in the morning? I'd start now if I was you, pal.
Yeah, probably. Score prediction. I'm gonna go for a Desmond. I'm joking. I'm not going Desmond. I'm not going Desmond. I was doing that to try and wind you up. I'm going for a 3-0 win. 3-0 win. Vardy's getting a hat trick.
Well, you know which bit we're clipping for socials now, don't you, Reedy?
What?
You say, Reedy's going for a 2-all, and he's going to be even more
joking.
And negative is everything. Even I don't go for 2-alls anymore from away from home. I used to be the king of the Desmond away from home. Now, all of a sudden, I'm going for a win. If
it is a Desmond now, then you can all come back and say I was right, but...
Yeah, but you can't... What did you say, Reader?
3-0. 3-0.
Yeah.
Vardy hat-trick.
I'm going for a comfortable win. I really am.
I think it will be comfortable, if I'm totally honest. I think, like I say, we are on the beach now, basically. We're basically we're having fun.
Because we all know what happens when we're on the beach.
We're going to have fun, so we're going to go and have fun. Hopefully, we can slap them away like we did against Everton when we won the title. No one cared.
Andy Menace is working in Loughborough tomorrow, Reed. He's going to come and knock on your door.
No, you're not doing that, mate.
Anyway, I think it'll be absolutely huge atmosphere there. It'll be a party atmosphere. All the songs will be coming out. The old Dewsbury Hall, Voulez-Vous, everything. All the best. The top chants will be coming out. But unfortunately, my favourite ever one. Just do this last one. Favourite ever chant that you've ever sung. Reedy?
I couldn't think of one, to be honest.
You haven't got a favourite one?
Maybe you show us some.
You show up. Can you? Mine is. Ibora, whoa, Ibora.
Only because you're from Spain, mate.
Spain, Go on then, Tom. What's your favourite one?
Mate, I can't sing mine on the radio. It's not. We've got the language.
You don't have to sing it.
You and is a
Welshman's hat.
Welshman's hat. And when he plays, I just love it, mate. That song is just that era, mate. It's when I first started going down in the uni as a Welshman song. Lives in a council flat, legs their door joking. Just brilliant. Absolutely love that song, mate. It's my favourite.
Yeah. There's lots coming out here. Stephen's gone for Ewan as a Welshman. Your defensive terrified. I predict. Please sing I Predict a Riot. Oh, I don't know. If I singing that, it'd be raining even more than what it is now. All along the terraces to sit. I'm sorry. I was there at Jock Wallace, and I can't quite remember that. All doing the terraces to see the Jock Wallace Aces. That's when I first started going, but I can't remember that. We might have to ask Phil about that one. He should know. Yeah, Joe Chim, can be asked. So there's all these songs, but hopefully it'll be a huge party atmosphere there. But Tom, we'll let you get back shopping. Or else you haven't got no frozen stuff in the car, have you? That's defrosting.
No. I'm going in now to do my shopping.
Oh, you're doing it now, here.
Yeah. Your
missus is going to say, "Oh, you took your time," and you're going to say, "Oh, there was a hell of a queue at the checkout, love."
busy everywhere.
All right then, Tom. I shall see you. Well, I won't see you tomorrow. Okay. I shall see you through the week, pal. Enjoy the game. Give him a shout. Have a party. Are you wearing any party clothes tomorrow, Tom?
I'm not wearing any clothes tomorrow.
Tom's in his birthday suit. Tom's doing Gary Lineker.
Only in the pants, hey?
In your lucky pants. All right, and Tom, we'll speak to you later. That'll be good. Aggie says he can remember that one. Aggie, I honestly can't remember that one. I really can't. That's when, because I was probably only about 9 or 10 when Jock first came, so it's probably a bit young. Or my dad put the fingers in my ears, so I couldn't listen to it.
There you go. That's a chant for tomorrow, isn't it?
We are the champions.
We are the champions.
Let's not hold on a minute. Let's not quite go there. Let's not quite go with that one. Not yet. Let's not.
It will be. It will be.
Let's not jump the gun. Rightio, pal. Cheers for joining me, Reedy. And are you going dressed up tomorrow, or are you just going in?
I'm gonna find something to wear tomorrow. I'll find a little blue hat, or I might get that jester hat I've got out.
What are we in the yellow tomorrow? Playing in the yellow, or are we?
Do you know what? I'll very, very quickly check so I can see.
Well, no, because they're white on the Preston white, so we should be in blue, shouldn't we? We should be in blue.
Let me have a look. Leicester.
I'm sure we'll be in blue tomorrow.
We are.
Because they're white and black shorts.
Looks like we're in black.
Oh, right. Mark Watson, Mr. Proactive, has been, he says black kit, I think. That might, yeah.
It looks like we're in the black.
All right, black and white. So if you're watching on TV, Leicester will be the dark ones and Preston will be the lighter colour ones.
Yes.
That's for the older fans, by the way. You didn't hear that, did you?
No.
All right then, Reader. Speak to you later, pal. Have fun. Be good. The
title is ours.
Say again.
The title is ours. Come on.
The title will be ours. That's at the Fox's Arms, which is live tomorrow. And also, one thing, Reedy, next week is my summer hour shows. It's 9:30, everyone. 9:30 from next week.
Don't forget to be early, yeah? Don't go an hour late or an hour earlier.
No, it's 9:30. I know. It's when the clocks go forwards, I'm knackered. See you later, Reedy. Black is not our lucky street. Great show, cheers. Fox is proud. Yes, we certainly are. There we go. Another absolutely fantastic show. Great viewing figures once again. Much appreciated for everyone turning out on a Sunday morning. Even those that absolutely hate me on Twitter, which is great. Absolutely hate me. It's fantastic. Come and see me at the ground one day. Love to have a little chat with you. Ciao, ciao. Adios. Goodbye. Arrivederci. And one for Daniel Farker. Auf Wiedersehen, pet. Adios. See you later.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, Everod's, Barlow Blinds, Bucker Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Distillers Direct, Hologram, Take Me, Nubian Cow, The Fox's Arms and Rainbows. Run by the fans, for the fans. Follow us on socials at Leicester Fan TV and visit leicesterfantv.com for all